morning.
Good morning.
Happy Sunday.
Yes.
Buenos días to my compass. So, if we can take a deep breath, if you like, try to settle in your chair or in your bed, wherever you are. Get comfortable. Know that you are in a sacred space right now, wherever it is that you are. That too. Okay, can you hear me good now?
Yes.
So let's take another deep breath and know that we are on sacred space where you are sitting, where you are laying, where you are listening. Take another breath and be aware that you are alive. When we are born, we take a breath to welcome life, to welcome the gifts of the universe. And when we die, we take our last breath out, saying goodbye to that life. I'd like you to imagine every time you take a breath in, you're saying yes to the universe, to the gifts. You're saying yes to life. And every time you exhale, you're letting go of everything that is of no more use for you. Everything that it was, but is not anymore. Allow the following affirmations to resonate with you if you want. I welcome abundance and prosperity. I say goodbye to fear and lack. I welcome joy and laughter. I say goodbye to sadness, self-criticism, loneliness, depression. I welcome health. I say goodbye to disease, sickness, tiredness, pain. I welcome love. I release injustice, prejudice, judgments. I welcome light and softness. I say goodbye to dark and hardness. Breathe in all that is you, all that is good. Release all habits, feelings, hurts. Breathe in you, who you are. Release you. Stay in this soft, sacred space that is you for a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, welcome yourself back to the room, to life.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have conversations on the way up. I'm sorry.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
I love you. Christina, thank you so much. Where are you? You're so beautiful. Thank you, Christina. There is only one of us. In your eyes, it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Oh, yes. I hold you in my heart always. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are my family. Right here. You are the face of God. Yes.
Please close your eyes and allow my words to be your thoughts, if that's comfortable for you. As I speak for myself, to myself, I believe there is an invisible power that is all around, permeating everything. I believe this power, although it's invisible, I can feel it, like the breath I breathe. It gives me life. This power has all the qualities that I strive to be. This power is me in a higher realm. I know and believe that the universe always says yes. It is written, ask and you shall receive, knock and it shall be opened. The universe says yes, always. Therefore, I'm always conscious of my thoughts, my words, my actions. As I know with them, I create my life, and my life impacts the lives of those around me. I ask the universe now to give me strength to stand up and speak up. When I see injustice, to give love to the victim, to the aggressor. I ask the universe to give me strength to speak up and to stand up when I see discrimination, racist, to send love to the victim, to the aggressor. I ask for understanding when I see violence, and send love to the victim and to the aggressor. I ask for strength for myself to embrace who I am at this point, right now and right here. I ask for strength to release and let go of the things that are not helping me anymore. I know that the universe is good. It's always good, even though sometimes it appears the contrary. But at the end, even on the worst times, something good always comes out. I know there is plenty, an abundance of love, an abundance of prosperity, an abundance of health, and I choose to focus on that. I choose to live every minute of my life being aware of my actions, my words, my thoughts. As I make a better life for myself, I make a better life for others. I am so grateful for this teaching that helped me change my thoughts, change my life. I am so grateful for Reverend Cynthia, the founder that had the vision to open a physical place for us to come. I'm so thankful for Reverend Stacy, Reverend Cheryl to continue with that vision, making it even bigger. I'm so grateful for the Ministerial of Prayer, all the volunteers, always available, always ready. I'm so grateful for our techies here with the sounds, streaming outside of these doors, making everything perfect. I am so grateful for Dave and for Patty. Their music cracks my heart open, makes me cry, makes me laugh. I am so grateful for all the women that came before me, making the path for me to stand here in front of all of you today. I'm so grateful for all the women that will come after me to continue with this teaching. I'm so grateful to be alive here, right now, in these times. I'm so grateful to live in the United States. Still, one of the best places. When it's windy, we still have light and water, at least here in Las Vegas. And as I spoke my words, I know that the universe gives me everything I ask. And with a heart full of gratitude, I release and I let go, knowing that it's all good. And if you can say with me, and so it is.
Well, Christina, I, as well as all of us, are grateful for you. We're grateful that you were up here with me just now and made me almost hysterical. So, I love you, okay? I love you. Woo. There, oh, you see, you're always there. She's always there. She's always there. Thank you, Rob. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do this all by myself. Well, I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. Oh, yes. But now I can say, if you are worried, you're struggling just to make it through another day. Well, I've got to let it go. You let it all go. Yeah, yeah. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I I'm only here for God and Reverend Cheryl. I'm really here for Reverend Cheryl. Yeah.
She gets carried away sometimes. Patty Powers and Dave. Yes, yes. Well, while you're standing, if it's comfortable for you, please stay with me. God bless America and the rest of the world. And we're still not hugging. I'm sorry, but you can give yourselves a hug. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Have a seat. Some of you are probably out there already seating or laying down in your bed. I don't know. And it's okay, because wherever you are in your spiritual path, you're always welcome here in whatever form that it takes. But we seem to have quite a few people here in the audience, and I love that.
Me too.
Love that. Some of you probably won't remember this, but on January the 31st, which was a Sunday, I told you that we had entered the season of nonviolence the day before on the 30th. And this would actually be week 8. And today is the 51st day. And it's entitled Advocacy. Perfect. It says, when someone stands up to nonviolence, says Thich Nhat Hanh, a force for change is released. Every action for peace requires someone to exhibit the courage to challenge violence and inspire love. Today, be an ally. Without blaming or judging others, speak out for those who are disrespected. That's day 51. You know this was written before day 51, right?
Yeah.
All right, Reverend Stacy.
If I could ask the Ministry of Prayer team to just surround the room or stand where you are. And Christina covered this beautifully, but I want to do this one more time. And I just want to have a moment of silence for the Asian American and Asian Pacific Islanders that have been under attack. We stand here in love. We stand here as allies. We stand here as supportive. Maybe some of you want to stand with us, because that's who we are. And we also know the truth of the aggressor. And we stand in love for that person as well, and those people that have continued to do that, knowing that this stops now. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Stacy. Usually for a season of nonviolence, we encourage folks to do random acts of kindness. But when I saw what the word was for today, I had to share that with you all. This is also what would be considered the Lenten season. We also term that as let's eliminate negative thinking. Ash Wednesday was February 17th, and I believe Bourbon Street, was shut down completely. This has just been unprecedented, at least up to now. And, we join our Christian friends in this season by attempting to put love and positivity out into the world. Not to give up anything that we love, but to give up all those negative thoughts and those negative things that go on around us, and to stand up for each other. I remember last year, Pope Francis made a little modern twist on it, including social media, to give up insulting people on social media and to stop gossip and using useless words against one another and spreading rumors. You know, we live in an atmosphere this is what he said, this is a quote from him. We live in an atmosphere polluted by too much verbal violence, too many offensive and harmful words, which are amplified by the internet. Today, people insult each other as if they were saying, good day. You know, we believe that a daily practice of eliminating negative thinking will serve to prepare us for that day of renewal, which we call Easter, which is April the 4th this year. So if you would please join us in that, that would be great. Especially now, especially all that we've gone through in this last year. I believe it's even more important than ever. Thank you.
Thank you. She does deserve that.
You know, when things seem so yucky, I get to come here on Sunday and see her face and listen to her positive words. Thank you, Reverend Cheryl.
I get to listen to your voice.
Oh, now, come on now. So, what could be more perfect than a song kind of named after the talk? It's from the musical, it's from the movie Frozen. And it really is perfect. And I never gave this song the weight and the seriousness I should have when it came out. And because you asked me to do this, Reverend Wanda, I have a new love and appreciation for this song. It's really beautiful. I hope I do it. I know I'll do it justice. Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, turn my back and slam the door. The snow blows wide on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. The wind is howling like the swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always need to be. Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. Well, now they know. Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, turn my back and slam the door. And here I stand, and here I stay. Let it go, hope never bothered me anyway. It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small. The fears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. Up here in the cold air, I can finally breathe. I know I left a life behind, but I'm too relieved to grieve. Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, close my eyes, slam the door. And here I stand, and here I'll stay. Let it go, the cold never bothered me anyway. Standing frozen in this life I've chosen. You won't find me, the path
Let it go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That felt like we said it all,
Yeah.
didn't
I screamed it all.
you? You know, I really felt like clapping during Christina's opening prayer.
Yes.
But Reverend Cheryl gave me that. I don't really think it was the time for the decorum. She didn't say that, but I'm just saying that was the look. That was my interpretation. But I do want to say this. We did have, who do we have here that gave that talk? Reverend Stacy, oh gee, I'll think of her. I don't want to let everything go. I have some things I want. Oh, it'll come back, and in the middle of something else, I'll tell you what happened. But the point was, there was a treatment. I was doing a treatment, and someone, and it was packed.
Marianne Williamson.
Yes, thank you. I knew you rescued me. And so she was here, and I was asked to do the treatment, and I did. And the place was packed, and someone started whooping it up like the Arsenio Hall show, during the prayer. And I thought, why not? Why not? Why not celebrate the moments of our lives? So I just did want to let you know that, Christina, it was an inward prayer and jumping and clapping that I was doing, because that's the message. That's the message this morning. Now, this theme of the month is to open to possibilities. And today, the theme, the focus is to release and let go. Now, some people have situations in life where it appeared that someone did them wrong. Probably nobody in here knows anything about that. And sometimes people say things like, I'll forgive, but I won't forget. You ever heard anybody talk like that?
Definitely not me.
Definitely not. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Definitely not. And yet that has happened. That is not the healing power of release.
I know. I gotta listen.
Holding on. All right, so that's what we're talking about today. And, you know, it was almost as though the sky opened up. This would be a good movie. The sky opened up and this book popped down to where I was writing. And it's called Open Your Mind to Receive. Do you know this book? It was by Catherine Ponder. Not too many people do know her. You do know her. Okay, thank you. So I thought, okay, well, that's really interesting. And for those of you that don't, she was the founding minister of Unity Church Worldwide. Her first book was in the 1960s. It was Dynamic Law of Prosperity, and it was really, really large. I probably still do have it. She was born February 14th, 1927. She's 94 and still working. Or her work is working. She's now on eBay and Amazon and everything else. But by I think by 1958, there's like a dozen of books that she had already put out there. And today, you can get them, if you want, under used books. She's got videos and all kinds of things. And I thought, this is really interesting. This woman taught prosperity in the 30s. What was happening in the 30s? Anybody know? Heard of it? The Great Depression. And what did she do? Her faith was so strong in what she had to say that she got out there in the Great Depression and preached about what she found to be true. Prosperity. That was the message. So I'm thinking coronavirus had nothing on her. Her work is in 50 states, translated in amazing languages in 47 countries. 47. She was born in South Carolina. She was ordained in 1958. And she had ministries in Alabama, Austin, Texas, San Antonio, Palm Desert, Palm Beach, Florida. And it was actually at the Reverend Dr. Peggy Bassett's church in Huntington Beach where I met her. And it was really funny because a lot of times when you're reading, it is in your language, maybe even your voice. And so for the first time that I heard her, she came from the deep south. She sounded like a deep person from the deep south with a southern accent. And I just said, gee, she wasn't like that in the book. No, I'm in my head in the book. See? Yeah, that was pretty funny. But what she was doing in that big church, and Peggy's have thousands on a Sunday. And I think it was about the same time Michael Beckwith was growing his, Agape, etc. And I remember seeing her, this little lady, and what she was doing in that gigantic sanctuary was she was putting her first book in our chairs as a personal gift to each one that was there that day from her. The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity. So, she's on Amazon and eBay now at 94. And so one of the things I was looking at here was this idea of prosperity in the midst of things that don't look like that. Have you seen anything lately? Yeah. Yeah. And so she asked these questions, and I'm going to ask you to ask yourself, why should you deliberately open your mind to receive? Because I got the message when I was trying to figure out what I was going to talk about today? No. Because that's a message for all seasons, all people, and all times. And maybe right now, in times such as this, when you hear, ain't it awful? And there are things I would call awful going on. But that is not the ultimate reality of love and law. It's not the endless journey that mankind is really on. I'm going to call it a temporary, blip. Now, what she said, what she called it, most of us have endured. Listen to these words, endured. Not thrived, not celebrated, but most of us have endured a pinched, narrow existence, she says, for no good reason. No good reason. We block our good. She says there's nothing divine about a narrow, limited way of life. It proves nothing but the foolishness and ignorance of man who lives in a universe of lavish abundance. Is everybody living in the same universe? It's worth thinking about, right? She says, nothing is too good to be true. Repeat after me. Nothing is too good to be true. Nothing is too wonderful to happen.
Nothing is too wonderful to happen.
Nothing is too good to last.
Nothing is too good to last.
I'm opening my mind.
I'm opening my mind.
And I am receiving.
And I am receiving.
I am receiving.
I am receiving.
All the good.
All the good.
All the health.
All the health.
All the life.
All the life.
And all the love.
And all the love.
That's always been.
That's always been.
And always shall be.
And always shall be.
Available.
Available.
Immediately available.
Immediately available.
To me.
To me.
Okay, so we could just stop, but I think I have a few more points I'd like to make. So according to me, I'm going to offer three, what I'm calling 3 V's of victory. And you won't find that any place except I just wrote this yesterday. So 3 V's of victory. And the first V is for vision. You hear a lot today about the vision. And maybe this term is used with it, where it says catch. You catch the vision. You get the picture. You see it. Sound familiar? And those are all things that most of us can identify with and have and maybe even are doing in our lives. So first is the vision. You catch the vision. And so I had a couple of experiences of catching the vision, meaning that to catch it, it already exists, correct? And so one time, and it was out of meditation, I saw this, it was an Oasis Center. And in this great center, it had a church, a school, a chapel, a bookstore, a labyrinth. And I thought, well, great, I would know that anywhere. Oasis, one almighty spirit as the indwelling source. And I saw it so clearly that when I told my congregation, an artist in the congregation actually drew it from the vision that I had caught. And then he put it to paper. There was another time, it was in the organization, I was a regional manager for Kaiser Foundation Health Plan in Southern California, all of Southern California. And they were doing, in the 90s, they were doing a big reorganization. And again, I caught the vision of what that organization would look like. And of course, Kaiser spent so much money that really should have come to me. Literally. Because all of those highly educated, creative, dynamic people could not come up with any better organizational design than I had caught directly from Spirit. From Spirit. See, really, we can't lose. I think Reverend Knight used to say, can't lose with the stuff that I use. Yeah, I cut my teeth on that prosperity teacher. Second B is visualization. Now, Catherine Ponder talked about the picture power of the mind, the ability of the mind to picture things. And I thought, yeah, that's really been an experience of mine. And that which is in tangible form and our picture in our mind is basically equivalent. Did you know that? Know that? It's very interesting. So, of course, I have to demonstrate, as a religious scientist, we always got to prove it. Show me, right? But I wasn't thinking that way. But I moved up from Anaheim Hills, I moved up to my retirement home, and you see me, to my retirement home in Lake Arrowhead, California. And as I was unpacking some of the things, I pulled out this vision, what they're calling a vision board. Nowadays they like to call it a dream board. And what it had was a picture that I had put on this board. Because I said that really the vision and the picture of the house is the same as far at that level of mind. And I looked at that vision board, and sure enough, I was living in that house. Living in that house. The current everything, and I had not made that connection. The picture powering of the mind, the visualization. The third of V is visioning. Now, Juanita talked a lot about that last week, and I'm sure this is the hot topic right now. It's a spiritual practice of deep listening, focusing on our spiritual nature and asking Spirit, the highest, most God, the innermost God, Ernest Holmes called it the thing itself, asking Spirit, what do I need to embrace? What do I need to let go of so that the highest vision can be revealed? And so Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith put out this book. You have this book? Well, I bought it here because when I learned visioning, it was in real time. There was no book. Actually, everyone didn't have computers. We didn't have cell phones. So when we were, oh, what do you do, Michael? What do you do? What are the steps? So we had a pad and a pencil. Or maybe a pen. And that's how we wrote down the visioning, but it has grown so much. This is the spiritual practice that the Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith used to build agape. And I know you're going to be hearing a lot more about that as time goes on. But what in this book is pretty amazing to me, and oh my goodness, he's got Deepak Chopra and all kind of people that you would recognize, you know, endorsing him and recognizing the spiritual discipline that he has put out there for all of us to use. The power of visualization. There's a doctor, a medical doctor named Andrew Newberg. I don't know him, but I read about it in here. And it said he has a field called neurotheology. Anybody heard of that before?
Yes.
You did? Okay. Well, good, because I just read it in here. And I want to learn more about it. But it's interesting because it says the study of biological basis. There's a biological basis of spirituality and mystical experiences. God changes your brain. Oh, really? That is a pretty interesting idea. And so Michael Beck was taking this idea of this science, maybe it's new, I hadn't heard of it before, says, don't think you're good at visualization, even if it did match your picture in your Lake Arrowhead house. Your brain is built to envision virtually every thought it has. In other words, we are made this way. Amazing to me. The more you visualize a specific goal in life, the easier it will be for you to bring that intention into your inner and outer reality. Another way we used to say thoughts become things, right? We didn't maybe have the technology or the knowledge or the medical terminology, but basically it's the same result. Now we know how, changing the brain. Okay, great. But still, thoughts become things at the level of our belief and acceptance. A great deal of information is available today that wasn't available before, and it's amazing. And it goes on and on. But I wanted to do a quick comparison between visualization and visioning. Now, in visualization, it utilizes the power of our imagination. Imagination. It's a giving, projecting energy, and what it says in this book is that it's a doing process. Actively imagining to visualize something. Visioning is different, really. Other than how it sounds, it's a deep listening and it is a receiving. In visioning, we're utilizing the power of intuition. So imagination, intuition. Doing process, a being process. This being process of visioning that Juanita talked about last week, actually, it's achieved through inner direct perception of what is desired to be, what is desired to be known. It's more of a subtle situation. On the visualization side, it's like creating that dream board and projecting what it is that we want into that universe. Visioning, the practitioner is receiving from spirit. asking and receiving. So this idea of release, I'm going to say release equals relief. If you've ever been in a controversy of any kind, relief, to let it go, to be over it. It's a process of letting go. Release is interesting because it has twofold functions. One is it eliminates error from your life. Now, not too many people would admit, I love error. I want to hold on to error. But see, when I put it that way, see, maybe we don't want to let go when we put it that way. So, so the first thing is eliminates error from your life. The second thing it does, it expands your good. Expands your good. Is there anybody that has too much good? I'm going to take a collection rubber state. I don't know what to say. I didn't get any hands, no hands went up. The idea is letting go so something better can enter. You go, well, how do I know it's going to be better? Well, when you do your visualization and you do your visioning, are you asking for more of the same old thing? You use your imagination. You put out what it is that you want to manifest. And there's a new word. Michael has a word for that too. It's pretty fun. Manifestor consciousness is what he calls it. I hadn't heard that, until I read this book, which I'm going to read more later. But it's pretty interesting. Catherine Ponder called this the Christ mind. Ernest Combs called it this thing itself. It doesn't matter really what you call it. You can call it Uncle Joe. It doesn't matter. What matters is your heart's desire. What it is that you want to have revealed and to increase. What is it that you need to let go? Forgiveness. Now, this idea, forgiveness is a form of release. It is a form, an opportunity to let go. Once you get over, I forgive but I won't forget. No, that's not release. It's really not. So think about that, unless you love it. Now, if you love it, then just enjoy it. But as other people and friends and family members sort of release you, you might consider maybe forgiveness and letting go might be, something I might try. So release helps us become more open and receptive to the channel of good from the universe. So you can let go, really, of worn-out relationships. Sometimes people get sick, they're tired of condition. I'm sick of being sick. See? So what should we do? Patty sang it. What should we do? If we're sick of being sick, let it go. That's the message. All right, so that's a healing power of the message, the healing power of release. And so I'm wondering if we might really think about that. That gift of release is available. It's available on a mental, emotional, and spiritual level, and it's available now. You don't have to do anything more, but make that choice within your own mind. The act of release is one of the most effective ways of opening your mind to receive. And it makes you free from that tightness and tension and all those things. It lets that higher self, your real self, thrive. And as we started out, Catherine Ponder said that's what we're here to do anyway. So in closing, we want to think about Spirit's vision for our lives, for our highest good. And being willing. I think earlier this month was Peggy Bassett used to say, stand in the question. Stand in the question of what's next. It's all right. You can take some time to breathe and think. What is it that I really want? What do I really need to let go of? What am I ready to receive? What am I ready to receive? Just tell yourself the truth. It's not a test. No one's going to ask you. I mean, they might. It won't be me. It won't be me. It won't be me. But I mean, if you want me to know, I will listen and keep that in confidence, as I always do. You see, those of us who are in service of God by service, through service of others, we didn't just get there, just one morning wake up and, oh, here I am, baby, ready to go. No. We've done all these things, in certain cases, on certain topics, over and over and over again, until we convince ourselves. The universe doesn't need you to petition it. That's a human thing. That's us, about what it is that we no longer need. And a lot of times people are afraid of letting go because they go, well, what if nothing happens? Why do I kick that old worn-out relationship because I might not get another one? And I'm thinking, if it's a worn-out relationship, maybe you don't want another one. See? That might be my last chance. And Beatles, let it be. Let it be. So we want to open our mind to receive. So let's repeat after me. Christ in me.
Christ in me,
As me.
as me,
For me.
for me,
By me.
by me,
Now frees me
now frees me
from all resentment or attachment
from all resentment or attachment
toward or from people, persons, or things.
toward people, persons, or things.
Or whatever you're attached to that's causing you pain. That's going from that. Places or things of the past or present. Past or present. Refer, I am
I am
manifesting
manifesting
my true place
my true place
with my true people
with my true people
and my true prosperity.
and my true prosperity.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Amen. Give yourself a hand.
She's a funny lady. Who's that lady? That's right, Isley Brothers, but today it's Reverend Wanda. You are excellent, Reverend Wanda. You had me yelling out. You know what? I forgive and I forget.
That was tough.
The forgiving is tough.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on that today. And it probably will last today. But I will work on it. Thank you for all that. Thank you so much. She's just a girl and she's on fire. Hotter than a fantasy. Lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire. Filled with catastrophe. But she knows she can fly away. Oh, she's got both feet on the ground and she's burning it down. Oh, she's got her head in the clouds and she's not backing down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. lighten up the night. Nobody knows that she's a lonely girl, and it's a lonely world, but she won't let it burn, baby, burn, baby. Yeah, she's on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Yeah. She's just a girl and she's on fire. Little Lisa Keys for you.
Thank you for singing that.
It looks like I sang it for her. Because she is a special gal.
And she's going to be moving to Reno.
You are moving
This is
to
her last
Reno.
Sunday here.
Well, guess what? You're on fire. It's going to be incredible.
You go, girl.
Right?
That was Ava and her mom Liz. Ava is moving to Reno to stay with her dad, and we wish her nothing but love, because that is who she is. That's her truth.
Yes, it is.
And she's on fire.
And we're going to see her. We're going to see her.
We're going to still see her.
We're going to see her.
Awesome. So you were singing that to Ava? Yes. Let's all just take a deep breath. Please. Thank you. This is what we consider our time of giving and receiving, and COVID restrictions, or we're not passing around baskets or anything like that. We do have a basket in the back for you all to give a love offering. But just know with me that you're already all of that Reverend Wanda said, everything that Reverend, oh my God, Christina. Reverend Christina! It came up, it came out, all right. Oh my God, said, it's also Women's History Month. It's so much going on all the time, and I just love being in it, to be honest with you. If you know our affirmation, if you would please say it with us. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. Whew. And what I know about that gift and that love that I feel not only for beautiful Ava and her mom and her brother, I feel for each one of you listening in the sound of my voice. Because I know that I am here to serve you, to support you, and that your gifts allows me to continue to do that. And for that I am eternally grateful. I am so grateful for each and every gift and each and every tithe. And so it is.
And so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. even know. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. Maybe you know. For all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. Yeah. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. You're going to be perfect.
Yes, what a perfect service. This was just beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Well, Coffee with the Revs is this Wednesday on Zoom, so join in with the Revs at 10:30 a.m. And if you haven't gotten the book yet for the Healing Words Book Club with Reverend Stacy, it's called The Choice, and it's by Edith Egger. And we will be meeting the last Wednesday of this month, which would be the last day of the month, which is the 31st at 4 p.m. We have a celebration of life for B.J. Robinson this coming Thursday. She was my landlady for 8.5 years. And it would be her 94th birthday this Tuesday. And this service will be here at noon on Thursday. And everybody can come here, or we'll also have it on Facebook Live. So if you can't attend physically, you can certainly watch it at noon on Thursday. If you'd like prayer today, our 1-minute miracle, the prayer room is open with our practitioner, Lauren Ballardini, waiting for you. And you can call her or you can do it on Zoom. And if you call her, the number is 702-239-5404. And of course, there's never a charge for this service, but we surely do welcome any love offerings. You know, any love offerings that you'd like to make when you make that call would be great. And also for prayer support during the week, you can send your prayer request to prayer@LVCSL.org or just text 702-524-7096. And we just want to thank everybody that contributed to the Hearts Alive Village in memory of Reverend Cheryl's little doggy, Frazier. So thank you again so much for contributing for food for the kitties and puppies. We are going to have our Easter lily dedication again this year. We'll be decorating the sanctuary with a few lilies, probably not as many as usual. But if you would like to dedicate a lily to a friend or yourself or to, you know, a loved one, please just let Reverend Cheryl or let the office know. Just call or text and let us know that you'd like a lily. And we're accepting love offering donations for those lilies as well. And remember to look at Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living on Amazon Smile when you do your shopping. But you have to start with Smile. Patty reminded us.
I may have just done that yesterday.
She may have just done that yesterday. Okay. Amazon Smile. And of course, we have our bookstore open and lots of gifts and jewelry. And besides books, we've got lots of things over there. So check out the bookstore. And happy spring, everybody.
Yes, happy spring. Thank you, Kitty.
Thank you, Kitty. All right. You know, just so you know, Reverend Wanda, I think we have some Kaplan Ponder books in our bookstore as well. Just so you know, just saying. You know, I know BJ, her birthday was actually the 23rd, so she would have been 94. But we were expecting Gail McCann's mom, Esther, to come today, but she wasn't feeling well. And tomorrow is her 98th birthday. So, yeah, so we were looking. I know Patty wanted to sing to her and everything, but she didn't make it today. Also, I want you also to know that our annual meeting was moved to April so that we can make sure we have a quorum. It is online as well, but it's here in the sanctuary. And also we are keeping to governor's orders. We can have 90 people for the celebration of life and for any other thing we have here. So 90 is our max. But we are all socially distant. We're all wearing our masks, except me, I'm speaking. So I'm not going to wear a mask when I speak. And we had our, Reverend Stacey and myself had our vaccinations on Thursday. We did the one and done, Johnson & Johnson. Anyway, what else did I want to tell them, Stacey? Is that it? If you're interested, we have a position available on the board. If you're interested, please give us a call here at the office. We're here Monday through Thursday. Well, Monday through Friday, but we pretend that we're here Monday through Thursday from 10 to 3, but I'm usually here on Friday. Reverend Wanda, can I ask you to please give us a benediction and our ministry of prayer team to please come forward? Because even though we have Lauren online on Zoom to do a prayer with you, these folks that you see standing here can also pray with you. Please do not leave this sanctuary with a heavy heart or a heavy anything, because they are willing to pray with you, for you. I love it, I love it, I love it. So thank you so much for being here, Reverend Wanda.
I listened to Spirit, and this prayer kept coming up. And now that I'm here, I see why. We can always trust that inner guidance, even if we don't understand in that moment. This prayer is a prayer of St. Francis Assisi. It is in English. The original language was French. It's also in Italian. And I invite you to allow these words that I'm speaking to be your own. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is darkness, let me sow light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. When there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. And so in this moment of awakening and deeper understanding that the life we live is God. The same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And in this place, this sacred place, the deeper realization of who we really are and what we're here to represent. And that is the God light and love that empowers us, that surrounds and sustains us, that goes before us and prepares our way. So it is that each individual here is now about the Father's business in a new and more loving, peaceful way. The light of the world is in minds, hearts, souls, and in your eyes in a new way today. The eyes are open and we see only God in its many colors, sizes, and shapes. We are one human family, and I'm calling it love. And so it is, and so I let it be. Amen.
Amen.
And so it is.
All right. Your spirit keeps nudging me to say this, and so if it resonates with you, then I'm gonna let it be. Brian Stevenson says, "I'm not the worst thing I've ever done." Yeah, you are not the worst thing you've ever done. You're not the worst thing you've ever done, and something just keeps nagging at me to say that. So just know that you're not the worst thing that you've ever done. You're not the worst thing you've ever done, and somebody knows what that means out there. I know what it means for myself. So with that, let's just say our affirmation. All right. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
I know this in my mind.
I know this in my mind.
I feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Make it a great week.
Yes, all right. Woo, I love that.
I am not the worst thing I have ever done. I've got this feeling inside of my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn in. All through my city, all through my home. Flying high, no ceiling when we're in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that soul in my feet, got that hot blood in my body. When it drops, I can't take my eyes off it. It's so phenomenally. My heart will keep me rocking, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move where you already know. So just imagine, just imagine. Then I can see that you when you dance, dance, dance. All those things I shouldn't do when you dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving soon to be dancing. Woo! Just dance, dance, dance. Yeah! Just dance, dance, dance. All right! Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing all through my city. I lose control. Flying high, no ceiling when we're in our zone. Got that sunshine in my pocket, got that whistle in my feet, got that hot blood in my body. When it drops, I can't take my eyes off it. It's so phenomenally. I feel when you rock it, so don't stop. Under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. Where you already know. So just imagine, just imagine. Then I can see what you do. Dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you when you dance, dance, dance. Yeah. All those things I shouldn't do when you dance, dance, dance. No, ain't nobody leaving soon to be dancing. Woo! Come on now, just dance, dance, dance. Just dance, dance, dance. Yeah! Just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop it. Dance, dance, dance. Oh. I can't stop it. I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop. Can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good creeping up on you when you dance, dance, dance. Woo! All those things I shouldn't do when you dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving soon to keep dancing. Yeah! Got this feeling in my body. I can't stop the feeling. Got this feeling in my body. Oh yeah, I can't stop. I see you in my body. I can't stop. Got this feeling in my body. Got this feeling in my body. Can't stop the feeling. Got this feeling in my body. Come on. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all by myself. Well, I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand, yes. But now I can say, if you are worried, struggling just to make it through another day, well, you've got to let it go. Let it all go. what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I release, woo, and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, no more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Oh, I am free in the Spirit. Yes, yes, I'm only here for God. Yeah, yeah, yeah.